Let's say, hypothetically speaking, there's 100,000 people in the sports card hobby. 30,000 of them do not collect or invest in football cards one bit. Hold on, I know it's shocking to me too, but it is true. Another 40,000 of those people collect and invest in football cards, but only quarterbacks. I know, it's shocking. That leaves us with only 30,000 people. A third of the total hobby that invest and collect in all NFL positions cards. So ideally, when you're buying low, you want to be buying the cards that this slice of the hobby cherish and covet the most. So in this video, I'm going to save you a tremendous amount of time and research and experience determining which I believe is the best card set, insert, and parallel to target for any NFL player's rookie card. Let's dig in. Alright, now as we dig into what I feel is the best card set insert parallel to target investing or collecting for any NFL player's rookie card, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that bell notification icon so you don't miss any action here on the quest. And if you like the style of content that we're putting out here, hit that little like button, share it with a friend. So the first thing I want you to understand is the major difference between fantasy football and the NFL and sports card investing. And that's that fantasy NFL is very black and white. You either start a player, sit a player. You either draft a player, you don't draft a player. Teams either win or lose. To further illustrate this idea would be like sitting in a fantasy football draft, and when it's your turn to draft a player, you're like, yeah, I want to draft Justin Jefferson, but I think drafting him in the purple jersey is going to yield me more fantasy points throughout the season. It doesn't work like that. You either pick Justin Jefferson or you don't. There are no different variations of Justin Jefferson to pick from. To be a successful card investor requires some serious critical thinking because there's a ton of additional complexity. For example, according to tradingcarddatabase.com, TCB.com, there are roughly 3,088 Justin Jefferson rookie cards, all different, each with their own print run. And some of those print runs are in the tens of thousands. So like I mentioned in the intro, ideally you want to invest in a rookie card of a player that has a print run, i.e. supply, that is equal to or less than the total population of hobbyists that are actively collecting and investing skill position players themselves.
Oh, great Scott!
Reacting to big performances they see on television, big media coverages, signings, etc., etc. So that way, when the demand does spike for that player, the price value increases significantly for the cards you own. So what do you do to combat this? You understand that there are specific sets, inserts, and parallels to target that have the scarcity, the collectability, the eye appeal, that have all the perfect factors built into that. And that is the Panini Contenders Rookie Ticket Auto. Panini Contenders Rookie Ticket Auto is what I believe to be the best rookie card investment for any NFL player because of these factors. A, this card has been printed since 1998, when you had some of the greatest football players of all time entering their NFL career, i.e. Peyton Manning and Randy Moss. The only one or two Randy Moss ones you can find are selling for thousands of dollars, and the only Peyton Manning ones you can find are selling for even more than that. Reference the Tom Brady chase card video I did in the description because it highlights a $2.3 million rookie ticket auto sale of Tom Brady, record-breaking football card sale. It has all of the things that we look for in a rookie card. It clearly highlights the fact that that is a rookie card by either saying rookie ticket or sometimes with an additional rookie card logo. It has the draft information, it has the team information, it's got the college highlights and excerpts on the back. It's also got a nice player picture. It's got nice professional team logos. This is traditionally been one set that every single player coming out of the draft or even going undrafted, they go back and print that player in a rookie ticket auto. And then the other part is it's autographed. And a lot of times these are on-card autographs, which that means the player held the card in their hand and signed it. And the better the penmanship, I think the better value you're gonna have. Also, people are loyal to the base insert, the base rookie ticket auto insert on card autograph of the contender set. This card right here is going to routinely sell for more than its base optic on card auto variation. And I think that just goes to show the loyalty to the base rookie ticket auto on card auto. This card has become iconic. This card has become a true chase card for all NFL players. And it is the safest, most liquid card you can invest in. I consider it a very good sweet spot because what I've seen through my experience in comparing sold listings of the best athletes in the league and watching their price values fluctuate throughout the season. Typically, when these skill position type of players, we're talking running backs, wide receivers, tight ends, defensive players, edge rushers, linebackers, corners, when they break out due to some incredible performance on the field, typically the younger they are, the bigger the market size is, and the bigger the performance was in the media coverage, we could see a larger demand spike for their cards. We can see a clear indication of values going up. But like I said, the higher the print run on that card is that you own, the harder it is to get that value to go up significantly because there could constantly be cards at that low value price popping up in the marketplace. Hey, I've got a Joe Burrow base mosaic here. I want to list for sale. I'll take $20 for it because I know I got it out of a couple dollar pack. And there's tens and tens of thousands of them out there. And that's a quarterback. So we've actually seen clear price increases even in his super base cards like a base mosaic. And that's because you have a lot more than that little slice of the hobby investing in quarterbacks like I talked about in the beginning. But when it comes to skill position players, the rookie ticket auto set captures that autograph, it captures that draft information. It's also printed for your super deep sleepers, your undrafted free agents, guys like Marquez Callaway or James Robinson, guys that still have the ability to break out. D'Ernest Johnson is another guy, prime example. Tyler Huntley was a quarterback example from last year. Those are prime examples of guys that either went drafted very late or undrafted, but still were printed in the rookie ticket auto. George Kittle is another primary example. And these are one of the few card sets, if sometimes only card set and insert, that is printed for virtually every NFL player. So if you ultimately wanted to be an NFL super collector, you could potentially get a rookie ticket auto of every single one of these players, and it's got professional team licensed logos and trademarks, and it's got that draft information. And when you look at, and this is not a numbered card, but this is a short print insert of the contender set, so we don't technically know the print run of this card. If you were to look at a Contenders hobby box, they guarantee a few autographs per box, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a rookie ticket auto. And the way that you can best kind of get an idea of the availability for a card like this is go look at a card that not a whole lot of people want. I know there's not a ton of players that you can really say this for these days because pretty much everybody is on the board. Like I said, there is a considerable amount of people. If we were to hypothetically say 100K people in the sports card hobby, roughly a third of those, I think, all NFL players are on the board for them to invest and collect. And so if you wanted to get an idea, pick someone that's very readily available that a lot of people aren't demanding right now. I like to look at Keyshawn Vaughn on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, for example, even though I think he's picked up a little bit of demand just on speculation that he may have a much larger workload in 2022. But of course, if you look at a player like Keyshawn Vaughn is a prime example. You're gonna, for days and days and months, gonna be able to find his base Donruss rated rookie, his base absolute cards, his base rookie and stars, base illusions, base mosaics, all these cards, even short print variations of those cards, non-autographed, for very cheap, less than $5, sometimes as low as 50 cents to $1, all over the place, right? And that's because we talked about the availability of Justin Jefferson, the 3,088 different rookie cards, each with their own print run. So the same thing really applies to a guy like Keyshawn Vaughn, who isn't taken at the back end of the draft. He was drafted in the 3rd round, so still a considerable amount of draft capital spent on him, and Panini recognizes that, so he did get a rated rookie logo, he did get a rated rookie card. So ideally, if you want to invest in him, I believe there's a sweet spot. It's like I was talking about, examining all of the sold items and looking at when players break out and which cards sell the best and which ones have the biggest value increases. And I believe there is a sweet spot. I believe that when people want to invest in a player, most hobbyists out of that slice of the pie is between about $30 to $60, okay? And then it ranges in there. There's some people that only want to invest $20 and under, and there's some people that only want to invest $80 and over. But what's beautiful about the rookie ticket auto, you can potentially buy it for under $20 on a super deep sleeper, or wildly enough, really good players that just have auctions ending during the week in the mid-afternoon when a lot of people aren't paying attention, or elite players that are just had a down season, or maybe they struggled with injuries last season, or maybe they're in a bad team scenario with a subpar quarterback, and all they need is a fresh start, fresh opportunity, big quarterback upgrade, etc., etc. So for example, I was able to get all of these individually under $20 a piece. So if Tyler Johnson, for example, goes on to truly break out and string some really big performances together and some monster highlights and helps lead our team to some wins, then the value on this card is going to go up. And this is the kind of card that people will impulsively buy because it has the quality of being a $100 card. If you look at the value of Justin Jefferson's rookie ticket autos, those routinely sell from $150 to $200, and we're talking the base rookie ticket auto variation. However, you can still go and find base Donruss, base Mosaic, Illusions, all these sets I'm talking about of Justin Jefferson for just $1, $2, pennies on the dollar compared to the rookie ticket auto. And that's the kind of sweet spot that I'm talking about, because not everybody understands this. You guys watching this video to this point really understand this, and you're gonna really be able to reap the rewards over the people that don't understand this, that start auctions throughout the week and end them the following week, mid-morning, midday. Even some of them are at night, but they're of sleeper players, and people are not necessarily valuing their expectations. Look for guys that have low expectations that you think will overperform. And whenever you can counterbalance a higher performance against a lower expectations, that is when you're going to make money, considerable profit off of rookie ticket autos all day long. But look, I understand it's not the end all be all. It has some very critical components like the autograph, like the short print aspect, the limited availability. And there are other card sets and parallels out there that accomplish a similar effect. And some of them look even nicer, like this lava cracked rock mosaic with a color match and an autograph. And this card is very rare. There's only a couple listings, so I could see that exponentially shoot up in value because the supply is so limited and it's a desirable card. Another example could be like a Phoenix autographed rookie card of a guy like Terry McLaurin, and his penmanship is wonderful. If you look at Terry McLaurin's rookie ticket autos from 2019, they're still pretty expensive. They're still going for about $100 in base form. Stop the car, some Terry McLaurins are on sale. The F1 McLaurin is on sale. Whereas this card's only going for about 30, 40 bucks. So I want you guys to be able to capitalize the most on the market whenever these players do break out, because we don't hit on every player. We have a good process, and sometimes it doesn't always pan out. But when it does pan out, I want you guys to maximize your return and the profit that you can make. So I want to hear about your experiences. I want to hear what has been your best card set parallel insert investment. See you in that next video. Peace. Those were snipes. If you own a rookie card of a player and there's 50,000 copies and only 30,000 hobbyists are going to buy that player at that price point, after all 30,000 of those hobbyists buy one copy of that card, there's still 20,000 copies left at that same price point. So you now need another 20,000 sales before you can effectively get that card to jump in value significantly.